Hey there, Cancer, and welcome to your September 2017 Love Reading with Divine Love Tarot. I want to thank everybody who's viewing this video. Thank you for clicking. Thank you for watching. If you're a return viewer, thank you. If you're a subscriber, thank you very much. I'm loving all the support and feedback I'm getting on the channel. So thank you very much to everyone that's giving me a shot, okay? I do offer personal readings. I have gotten some inquiries. I've put the information down in the description box now about how you can contact me for that. So if you have questions or if you want to set something up with me, go ahead and either message me here on YouTube or you can hit me on my personal email. Okay. Let's see, Cancer. Let's go ahead and get into these readings, okay? I've been crazy busy lately, so I'm just trying to get things done so I can start maybe putting some different content up for the channel, maybe some financial readings because a few people have asked specifically about finances. But we'll see, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. I've already shuffled off camera. So we're doing the past, present, and the future spread. 3 cards in each position. Okay, Cancer, so let's go ahead and see what we've got going on for the month of September. The first card you have in your past position is the Eight of Cups. The next card you have in the past position is the Six of Swords. And the next card you have in the past position is the Five of Cups in reverse. Alright, so this basically indicates that you moved on from a past situation that was not good for you, okay? The Eight of Cups represents you walking away from someone or a possible breakup. Alright, this means leaving certain behaviors or patterns behind. This represents unhappiness and slowly moving on from a situation. Okay, the Six of Swords also represents moving away from a situation, moving away from disappointments, leaving one situation for a new one. Okay, this can indicate meeting someone who changes your life for the better, or someone who helps you to move on. This can also represent trying to run away from your problems. But, the problem with that is that you cannot run away from your problems, okay? You have to address them and solve them, or else they'll always still be there, right? All right, so then we also have the Five of Cups in the reverse. So this is the card of realizing that you can do better, okay? This is the card that says that you're healing from pain or disappointment. Sometimes this can indicate a reconciliation, especially with the Eight of Cups, where you might have walked away from someone, but this is a temporary breakup, because usually with the Eight of Cups, that person or you guys come back to each other, okay? Well, not usually, but that's what this card can indicate. So for some people, you walked away from a situation, tried to move on, okay? Maybe it was difficult, or you tried to move on from the disappointment, or maybe you got over the disappointment, but you wound up going back to this person. Okay. Now, for others, you totally moved away from this person in the past. Okay. And here, this is you realizing that you could do better than that. Okay. You're not, in the reverse, you're not focusing on what was lost anymore. You're focusing on something new. Okay. So, for some people, you met someone new that helped you to get over this past disappointment. All right. Let's go ahead and see what you have going on in the present position. Okay, we have the Five of Swords in the reverse. We have the Three of Cups in the reverse. And we have the Two of Cups. Okay, so this is interesting. Okay, you have the Five of Swords in the reverse, which can represent the end of conflict. This can also represent some type of disagreement that neither side is able to win. Like, no one's going to win in this because neither one of you are budging from your viewpoint, all right? Or this is a recurring issue that you guys have in a situation. So it's something that keeps happening over and over again, but there's no resolution to it for whatever reason. Okay, this also can represent that, either you guys are moving towards compromise in this situation, or you're going to move away from each other. All right, and that's how the conflict is resolved. Either you guys are going to compromise and talk it out and get over this conflict, or you're just going to decide that you're not going to deal with this person anymore because you can't resolve the conflict. Okay, so that's two possible options right there. We have the Three of Cups in the reverse. So for some, this is going to represent cheating. Okay, this is going to represent some type of the third party, saying the third party is redundant, because if someone cheats, it's not necessarily another relationship. They're just a cheater. Okay, it's not a third party. It could be a five party. It could be a six party, depending on how many other people that they might be messing around with. Now, if it's not a third party situation, this just represents that your partner is unstable, okay, and there is possibly a lack of fun or happiness in the relationship at this point, and that's possibly because of this stalemate that you guys have going on with this argument or this disagreement, whatever this issue is that you guys cannot solve. This can also represent financial issues or financial delays of some sort. Okay, something that is some type of setback to achieving your goals. Okay, if you're single, this can represent that you're meeting someone through your friends, possibly, or that the person that you're interested in may have other options. So just keep your eye on that. Okay, this Two of Cups represents that, this is a romantic time, a sexual attraction. This is meeting someone new, possibly, that you click with. Okay, this represents that, there's a promising future between the two of you, because this is just feelings, okay? This doesn't have anything to do with action. This is just representing how you feel. So someone is very in love, okay? Um, this card can also represent that your feelings are clouding your ability to see your partner for who they are. Okay, so if your partner is possibly cheating on you, you guys might be having this constant disagreement because this person, you may think that this person, or you may suspect that this person is cheating, but you are so in love with this person. You are so in love with how they make you feel that you don't want to see what is going on. Okay, and this could be something that has been going on. If this is the person that you've been leaving and going back to, or having breakups or disagreements, um, you try to move away from, but then you reconcile with them. And that could absolutely be a reason why, is that, there's always this situation that pops up, or this another person that pops up in the situation. But this is your feelings, okay? So for some people, you moved on from someone. In your present position, you are seeing someone that you really like. They may have other options, okay? Or there may be financial issues, that financial constraints to the new situation, all right? But you really seem to like this person. All right, but I feel like you just need to be careful in this situation, because I'm not necessarily certain how trustworthy this individual is, okay? And I feel like that if it's a long-term situation or a short-term situation, especially for my cancers that have come out of a past that was disappointing, you don't want to move on from one person that was disappointing to another person that's going to disappoint you. All right, so you really want to be careful, my cancers. I know sometimes we meet people and they're like everything that we wanted, or they make us feel better, especially like if you've been in a turbulent situation in the past. You meet someone who makes you feel good, you click with this person. Okay, that's what this card represents. You guys just kind of click, and you have this romantic chemistry, and it feels really good, but that doesn't necessarily mean that this is going to be a life partner, or this person's going to give you the commitment that you're looking for. Okay, Cancer. And for some of my Cancers, you've been in a long-term relationship with someone that you really care about, that you guys really have a deep connection to. But throughout the readings, going back towards June, I think there has been an element of you not really seeing your partner for who they are, or being like, basically, you are determined to be with this person no matter what. So it doesn't matter that this is going on, because for you, it's all about the relationship, it's all about the romance, it's all about the being together. Okay, so that's going to resonate for someone. All right, so let's go ahead and see what's going on in your future position. Right, we do have the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. And we have the Ace of Swords. All right, Cancer. So here it looks like for some of my Cancers is going to be taking things to the next level. All right, there's going to be some type of a commitment, possibly even marriage. Could be pregnancy for some, or having a child for some of my Cancers. All right, the Ten of Pentacles represents, taking things to the next level. This represents material success. Sometimes this can represent a marriage that's based on stability, okay, or maybe even an arranged marriage, okay. But at the very base of it, this is a couple that stays together or has decided to come together and stay together because they offer each other stability, okay. Usually it's financial stability. Okay, this is the card of security. This is a card of creating a legacy, securing your future. All right, so you and this person, or you have decided that this is the person that you want to create a future with. All right, now, the problem, not the problem, but the only, caution with this card, like I said, is that, you know, if you both are clear, and possibly you are, on what it is that you're doing, then that's not a problem. Okay, if you come together because you guys provide stability, then okay. But it looks here like somebody's in love. Okay, so if you're in love and the person that you're with is with you because it's a stable environment, then eventually that's going to present some type of an issue. Okay, it may not be right away, but eventually you're going to see, especially, if this person has been cheating, or has been, unstable or wishy-washy in their commitment or their stability with you, because we have the Knight of Wands here. Okay, and the Knight of Wands, if this represents a person, this is typically someone who is like into one night stands, someone who's into like sex, someone who will fake it, someone who will pretend to be interested in you to get what he wants. And then after he's gotten what he wants, he's gone. All right, this person, you know, even in reverse, most of the knights tend to care about your feeling a little bit, but this guy, they can all be manipulative in the reverse. Any sign, any court card can be manipulative and deceitful in the upright, but this guy does not care about your feelings. All right, this guy's in it to win it, hit it and quit it. So if in the future you've met a new person, right? Just be careful that they're not a playboy, all right? Because this guy is not going to give you the Ten of Pentacles for sure. So for some, I feel like this is not necessarily a person. This is the relationship. This is some type of energy coming into the relationship. All right, so this, if that's the case, can indicate stress, some type of minor argument, possible delay in plans. This can also represent a loss of momentum in the relationship. All right, boredom. So, or the fact that maybe your partner is a little bit self absorbed. All right, so maybe you have plans for a future commitment. You have plans for marriage. Okay, this is in the plan. This is what you want for the future. There just may be some delay. So it's going to happen, but it may not happen the way you want it to, or the way that you've been planning for it to happen. Okay, for some, you are taking the relationship to the next level with this person that you've met. All right, and you did meet this person, and it does indicate that they may have other options. And unfortunately, if this person could turn out to be someone who is a serial cheater, or this person might be using you for your security, Cancer. So you really, 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 that's not going to be everyone. Please don't be angry with me, people, because I don't want to hear anybody say, oh, my husband's been faithful to me, and my boyfriend doesn't cheat. This is for a particular set of people, or someone in particular, that message is going to resonate. For everyone else, it's just going to indicate a time where you guys have some type of disagreement, and it could be the same disagreement that you've been having, okay, the same, whatever it is that you guys cannot seem, whether it's financial stress, okay, maybe one of you wants a commitment and the other one isn't ready to move to that next level, okay, but they do it because that's what you want, okay? So it could be a situation where it's not about cheating. It's just about the fact that one person wants the commitment, and I feel like that's you, Cancer. You want a commitment, all right? You're ready to take things to the next level, and maybe the person that you're dealing with is not exactly going at the same pace that you are, all right? But they are pretending to, okay? They are pretending to, and you may sense that. So it does create some type of friction and tension between you. It creates conversations that you guys keep having that you have disagreements on. But at the same time, you're going to continue to move forward. They do move to that next level with you, even if they're faking it. Okay, but here, the Ace of Swords is saying that this is a new direction. The relationship is going to take a new direction. All right, this card can indicate seeing each other for exactly who you are and accepting each other for who you are. All right, this card represents a couple that possibly thinks about each other a lot. All right, so for some, this represents a new beginning. Okay, so for a lot of you guys, a lot of you guys are taking things to the next level. A lot of you guys are focusing on a commitment and moving your relationship in a new direction. For my singles, this represents that you are ready to start something new, okay? You're ready to start something new. You are looking for stability. You're looking to be in a stable relationship. You just have to be careful about the person that you're trying to be in that situation with. All right. Um, you may have a lot of sexual attraction or chemistry with this person, but that doesn't necessarily indicate a successful future. So I'm just, my only guidance, my only warning is just to be careful. Trust your intuition. Okay. When you have all these cups are here, so there's a lot of feelings, and sometimes, that throws things off. So you just have to kind of go with your intuition about what the situation is. Okay, this can also represent. All right, sorry about that, guys. So, like I was saying, you just want to be careful. All right, I think I was going back to the Ace of Swords also represents putting a stop to something that bothers you in the situation and possibly speaking up. Okay, speaking up and you know, for some people, this can indicate someone that's had enough of whatever this behavior is that, they've been trying to ignore or they've been having issues with. Okay. So for some of my cancers, you're finally going to speak up. You're finally going to speak up and you're going to say, you know what, I'm not accepting this behavior from you anymore, whatever the behavior is, whatever this instability possibly is, whether it's a financial situation where, this person, you guys are not on the same page financially and it's causing issues, you're going to speak up and say, look, no more. All right, let's get this together. But whatever it is, you're going to speak up. And for some, this is going to represent a new beginning because your speaking up is going to put an end to this situation. All right. For some, for others, you're going to speak up and you guys are going to move into a new direction where you're more clear. You're clear about who they are, whether they cheated and you accept them anyway and you guys move on because you do have the Ten of Pentacles together. Okay. Or whether you guys finally come to some type of agreement about this argument or whatever, this disagreement that you guys, this misunderstanding that you guys have been having over and over again, and you say, okay, look, I see who you are and you see who I am. Okay. And now that we know this, we don't have to fight and argue about these differences anymore. Okay. We're going to accept each other with our differences because we do have this Ten of Pentacles situation and we have decided that we're going to be together. All right. Because this is a couple that's like, look, we're going to be together. All right. So you're not leaving the situation. You're just going to learn how to handle it in a new way. And you guys are going to move in a new direction. All right, Cancer. So, I feel like that's it. I feel like we have someone who came out of a past situation, possibly met someone new to help them move on from that situation. Okay. But with this new person, you might have, certain conflicts. Could be financial arguments or financial disagreements, but you really care for this person or you guys really care and love each other. And going into the future, you take things to the next level. You have a commitment. You might still have disagreements and arguments, okay? You might still have some sort of tension. There might become a time where things feel like, you get bored or you lose momentum in the relationship, because for a lot of people, once they hit that commitment, it's like everything loses steam. Okay, you just run out of steam because your whole goal, the end goal, was the commitment, and you don't realize that there's a whole life left ahead after this commitment. Okay, so that's another thing you want to be careful of too. Don't just be so focused on the commitment, okay, that you forget that there's a lot of other things involved here. All right, there's feelings, there's being on the same page, there's agreeing, there's trust, there's a whole lot of other things other than just getting someone to say I do. And then once you said I do, it's like, well, what happens next? Okay, what happens next? Then you have to basically start at a new point, right? Now that you're married, let's figure out how to deal with each other. Now that we're really seeing each other for who we are, we've gotten past the hurdle of, committing to each other. And now we have to figure out how to accept each other as is, okay? And and it's not just about, oh, the romance and how we make each other feel. We've got to now, provide stability maybe to a family, or we've got to take care of our joint responsibilities together. So we're stuck together now, so now we have to figure out how to deal with each other. All right, and for my others, you have been in a long-term relationship where possibly, you took a break from this person, but you somehow were not able to move on from them, or it was slow moving, and you wind up going back and reconciling. All right, and you put an end to whatever conflicts you had in the past, but there was still some type of instability or still some type of setback and delay into what you guys wanted in the future. And I feel like it's financial for some. I feel like it's just financial setbacks. And then, here you guys move forward. And maybe it's just a conversation that you guys need to have about money or about finances or about how you do things. Maybe both of you used to running a household differently, and now that you come together, you just have to get on the same page about how you want to run your household together. All right, for my others, you have someone that's cheating. You've had someone that's cheating now. In the future, you might realize that that's who they are, that's what they are, but you've choosing to stay with them. And some, you will confront the behavior and you will walk away. All right, my Cancers. So that is it. I hope this resonates for someone and you guys can heed the warnings, because, it's all about free will. So if you know that you've been ignoring a behavior, you can have that conversation right now, okay? You can have that conversation now. You can confront that person now. You can try to work out, how you guys are going to proceed after you have tied the knot, for others that are not dealing with cheating, but just maybe a difference of opinion on how to run a household. All right, so these are the things that you can work on now, and don't wait until the commitment, or don't wait until after you guys move in with each other and then you're looking at each other like, well, now what? Now that we're here, what do we do? All right, Cancer. So that has been your love reading. If this does resonate for you and you want more of a personalized outlook on it, then go ahead and contact me and we can get that personalized reading set up. And I want to thank you guys all for checking out this video and sticking through to the end. If you enjoyed it, please sure to like, okay? If you like my style of reading, please be sure to subscribe to the channel, all right? And I will see you guys at the next reading. Bye, Cancer.